Legend has it that there is a school full of hot girls. There are girls of all styles. They run amok in school and commit crimes outside of school. There is a rainbow-haired freshman who likes to set fires. There is a barbaric community that helps criminals get rid of their tracking devices. There are good students who seem normal but are actually manipulating the stock market. There are jungle savages who care about the environment. And there are sweet girls who aspire to marry into high society. Today, a tall, short-haired girl transferred to the school. It is said that she was loved by countless people at her previous school. To fit into this group, Annabelle transformed from a good girl into a sexy hottie. That day, the principal told Annabelle that the previous student representative had withdrawn and that a new one needed to be elected this year. She hoped Annabelle would run for the position. She believed Annabelle was an outstanding student and guaranteed she would make a great student representative. Annabelle didn't refuse, but shouted that her mother had promised she would take her duties seriously. The next moment, she drew her mother's warning because at school, she should address her as principal. But that day, the school discovered something strange. Some students found that a thief had sneaked into the library. Because in this school, no one would go to the library. Annabelle led the students to surround the intruder. Through negotiations, they learned that the intruder had come here to find a ring, and that a man had instructed him to do so. Oh my goodness. Sisters, there are actually men in this world who would pay 20,000 yuan to steal a ring, they said. Looking at the ring, they reasoned that if the man was willing to spend 20,000 yuan to steal it, he would certainly be willing to spend 30,000 yuan to buy it. Then they could use the money to buy nice clothes and jewelry. Soon, the man called to ask Annabelle if she would sell it for 20,000 pounds. But, unexpectedly, Annabelle changed her mind and asked for 100,000 pounds. The man flatly refused and hung up the phone. Now Annabelle didn't even have the 20,000 pounds. To begin with, none of the students were willing to trust her. Now everyone hated her even more. So she called her best friend to ask how she could get the students to listen to her. But her friend didn't even bother to respond and hung up the phone. The matter reached the principal's office. Upon seeing the ring, the principal suddenly recalled a story. The legend of Freighton's Gold. In 1589, Prince Pembroke and his crew set sail for England. His ship was loaded with treasures, intended to overthrow the rule of Elizabeth I. Then a pirate named Fritton boarded the ship and single-handedly killed all the prince's soldiers. He then disappeared with the treasure. The pirate left behind 2 rings recording the location of the treasure. This ring is one of them. Moreover, this pirate was the ancestor of Annabelle and the principal. And that's the end of the story. That night, a group of black-clad men stormed into the girls' school and triggered a mechanism. The girls discovered the intruders and immediately gathered to prepare for a counterattack. She danced on a pole to try to distract the leader. The blowgun soldiers killed the vanguard. Then the school beauty appeared on the upper floor, lifting her leg. The men below were so captivated by her perfect figure that they completely forgot to avoid the trap. Indeed, these female students lived up to their reputation. However, even in this situation, they couldn't protect the ring. The invaders descended from the sky. He claimed to be the descendant of Prince Pembroke, who was robbed by pirates 400 years ago. On this day, this century-old grudge should finally come to an end. This was what the Fritton pirate family owed him. After saying this, he snatched the ring and left again from the sky.